Yo guys, welcome back. Today we'll be going over Serena and mobbing. We'll be doing a Void Erosion Purge 30 build, which is pretty sick. You can solo your way through it without zero problems. There will be gameplay of that at the end. And as well, we will go over just a skill mobbing build you can use for her for leveling. It's also pretty great when running 400% dungeons. She is a beast of a character. We will not be going over any ATAMs or Colossus builds here. We could do that in a later video. If you're really looking for a build like that, just search on YouTube. They will be everywhere. So I wanted to focus on the mobbing and giving people a way to get through Purge 30 pretty easily. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into the mods and talk about some things with the skills and what skills we're worried about here. So we do want Ascension up the whole time. We'll pop that at the start and pretty much never turn it off for the entire run. We will be using Soar to reload / for some movement, and we'll be using Redemption R4 for the insane additional damage. Okay, so what we're building here is to keep our 4 up 100%. We'll be doing that with 2 duration mods, and then our 4 cooldown mods with our 2 focus mods, Nimble Fingers and MP Conversion. We're using 2 HP mods because our 4 Redemption is scaling off of our HP. I put on Shot Focus and then Maximize Conservation for some skill cost. Now, as far as your reactor, there's 2 things you can do here that are going to keep your cooldown and duration pretty good. You can go with cooldown and skill cost, which you'll still be able to 100% uptime on your 4, but you do lose about 2 seconds to the duration. And you could also do your cooldown duration up, which is going to keep you at that 24-second window for your duration of Redemption's Judgment and a 20-second cooldown, which is a little more playing it safe. You know you're going to have it up. You don't have to be so on point with using it. And as far as our set, we're going to use the Ascending Armory set. We're using this for when we use our Soar. We're going to get ammo in our reserves, which is great. We don't have to worry about picking up too much ammo. As far as your substats, you're going to want your MP stats on everything because you are using a lot of MP with this build. Now for our main weapon for farming, we are looking at Albion Calvary. We have our 2 fire rate cores, 2 chill attack cores with a critical hit damage core. And for our substats, we are using firearm attack, firearm critical hit damage, bonus firearm attack versus Legion of Darkness, and chill attack. And you are going to want this 4 of 4 for your unique ability. And going into our mods, this is what we're running. Not too much to say here about this. The only thing I don't like is that I have Insight Focus in, and I'd rather have another chill damage mod because we're not benefiting too much from this critical hit rate. I just don't feel like catalyzing my gun again. So if you're looking to min-max this, I will put chill priority in the spot of Insight Focus. And then for our last dagger, which we are only using on the boss, it's the same setup that we were running in my Glay Purge 30 runs. But now we are using Firing Fiesta to give us a big old mag when we use our Soar, which is basically just an auto reload. You don't even have to be in need to reload when you use Soar to proc Firing Fiesta. So your mag can be full and you can use Soar and it'll proc Firing Fiesta. And the only reason we're using Restored Relic here is just to clear the mobs quickly when the boss phases. And now for our Inversion Reinforcement, we're using Chill Focus rounds. We're using Selective Neurostimulation for some MP gain. And then we're using Aerial Maneuvering, well, because we are on Serena and we are in the air. So we're going to get that multi-hit chance for free. And for our arc tuning, we are building into this section, but not capping it. We are trying to get as much HP as possible to gain the most advantage from her 4. All right, so now let's get into her skill mobbing build. I have changed a few things since the original setup. We have dropped a range mod, which is going to be maximize range, because we're going to be making up that range in other places within Inversion in the arc tuning tree. And I also did overcap it on the first video, so I'd like to apologize for that. As far as what we're doing here, we are using 2 skill cost mods, which is going to be Strong Mentality and Frugal Mindset, which is also going to give us our little bit more range. We still run our 2 focus mods. our 2 cooldown mods with MP Conversion and Nimble Fingers. MP Collector is fixed the last time that I checked. So I checked it myself, and I had another chatter check it for me. And from what we could see, it is working. And then we've thrown in increased HP for some survivability and fire amplification. As far as Decimator, I did not find this too consistent, although when it is up, it is absolutely insane for her damage. Not really sure what's going on here, especially in a group. Basically, it only seems that her 1 is going to proc this, and it seems that also you need to get the kill with this ability and not with her 4 ability, and I just did not like the way that it was going with Decimator, so we dropped that and we put on Fire Amplification, and she has more than enough damage like this to do 400% or to farm in a new area. Now, as far as our Reactor, I have not changed that. You still want cooldown and cost. Cooldown is the most important. Cost is just a little added bonus. I build this build to stay in the air and fly as much as possible because, in my opinion, if I'm playing Serena and I'm mobbing, I want to be flying. If not, well, then why am I playing her? So that is why you see me build into a good amount of skill cost and MP things. And with that, that's why we're using the Hunter set, which I did try some other things. 2-piece of the Hunter set, 2-piece of the Ascending set, and it turns out, although I thought the 4-set ability here was pretty bad, it's pretty good. So this is why I'm going to be sticking with the 4-piece Hunter set for her. As far as a weapon, it does not matter. She really does not have a stat stick. I just went with Smithereens because I have a grappling hook charge time on it, and that's really it. It's nice to get some added grappling hook charge time back because you lose so much when you're flying with her. So just grab a gun, put a grappling hook core on it, and that's about all you need. Now, for our inversion reinforcement, we have gone with selective neurostimulation and neurofocus augmentation. As far as a third, pick whatever you want. There's nothing really here that advances the build in any way, so whatever tickles your fancy. And for our Arche tuning, we have brought ourselves over to the cooldown node and the skill power node, and along the way, I have tried to lean into as much MP nodes as I could, which is why you see me going in these directions. So that covers everything for Serena mobbing setups for Purge 30 runs and skill mobbing. Everyone should have no problems farming up cores now. Any questions or suggestions about the builds, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe is appreciated. And come see us over on Twitch. I'm basically always live. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Edit.